The tourist traffic continues off North America's coast. These were whale watchers leaving Boston, the benign end of Atlantic attractions. Adventure's other extreme had occupied this city's Coast Guard this week. There was no news today for them to report. The day before had drawn a line under their hunt and hope for a submersible missing at sea. This is video from 2021 of the Titan submersible, with a guided tour from the man behind it. 2 years after these pictures were filmed, Stockton Rush would be among the 5 who died on board.
This and all the lead down here can be dropped in an absolute emergency so you can get to the surface.
Amidst questions over safety, his words then have a dark echo now.
I'd like to be remembered as an innovator. I think it was General MacArthur said, "You're remembered for the rules you break." And, I've broken some rules to make this.
There has been criticism of the man who built the Titan and its carbon fiber design. But there is also support from a co-founder of his company.
He was a talented engineer, he was a very intelligent person, he was a passionate explorer, but mostly he was a keen risk manager. He was very well aware of the risks of operating at these deep depths, and he was very committed to safety.
US Navy listening gear underneath the waves picked up the sound of an implosion as the Titan made its descent towards the Titanic. There will be investigations into exactly what happened, how and why. For now, we're learning more about who was on board, the 5 who perished. 19-year-old Suleiman Dawood died with his father on board the Titan. His aunt said the student had been scared of the trip, but didn't want to disappoint his father, Shahzada, on a Father's Day weekend. The British billionaire Hamish Harding was described by his family as a boy who grew to be a dedicated father, a man who lived for his next adventure. Paul-Henri Nargeolet, the French Navy veteran on board, was remembered by his stepson.
Fearless. This is warm burst of energy I always got from being with him. He's this incredible human being. I mean, we can talk forever about his impact in the ocean, but for me, the impact was mostly felt out of the ocean.
Out at sea, this was the Odyssey 6K, one of the remotely operated vehicles that discovered debris from the Titan submersible. That search is continuing. Canada's Transportation Safety Board has launched an investigation. This was the scene at Newfoundland in Canada, from where the submersible set sail towards the site where the Titanic sank in 1912. On the North Atlantic shore, they honour the victims of the disaster that followed disaster. James Matthews, Sky News, in Boston.